What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning into my channel. So it looks like there is a congratulations in order for Mr. Apollo Nida. He was just released from prison into a halfway house, so stay tuned so I can give you the details. So it was super unexpected this morning to see the headline saying Apollo was released from prison and he was heading to a halfway house. He's only been there for a total of 5 years when he was sentenced to 8, so maybe it was for good behavior. Phaedra is still yet to release a comment, but we know right now she has her hands full with her sons and her new man, Mr. Tone Capone. Now, we all know they were together for the filming of The Housewives, but once he was sentenced, that was basically a wrap for their relationship and the divorce process began. Now, in the filming of these two last season together with the Atlanta Housewives, if you watch, things definitely got messy and complicated in regards to settling out the assets and property. But once Apollo was behind bars, the divorce process became a battle. He even one time implied that he knew Phaedra forged his signature on a paper. So it was definitely interesting to hear that. But Apollo quickly moved on to that because on May 16th, a woman by the name of Sharian posted a picture saying, "If your man ain't sending you emails with the subject line, the best woman ever, dump him. Love this man to pieces. No one has ever made me feel this special." Now, this actually isn't the first time we saw Sharian. She made a short appearance at OLG, Candy's restaurant, on the show. Now, this was the first time Sharian was introduced to the world on such a huge platform. She actually introduced herself as Apollo's girlfriend, but this was very sketchy seeing as everyone knew he was still technically married to Phaedra. Now, if you can't tell by Peter's face, she definitely had everyone flabbergasted at that restaurant, and this ultimately was the first time we were introduced to her. So it was in 2014 Apollo was first sentenced to prison for 8 years for mail and wire fraud that estimated about $2 million he took from 50 people. It was the Fort Dix prison, actually the same prison Joe Giudice was in. As you can see, Sharian said, "No matter what, I'm going to stand beside my man." And here it is, year 5, he is being released to a halfway house in Philadelphia. From this picture, they seem to be doing absolutely fine on his first days out. His actual release date from the halfway house won't be until October 15th in Philadelphia, so he has to be good until then. So of course the public wants to know, what does this mean for reality TV with him, Phaedra? Stay tuned, I got the scoop. Alright, it's your girl Gigi, and I just gave you the lowdown in them clips before, basically what's happened with Mr. Apollo Nida. Homeboy got dropped out of jail early, so I guess good behavior was good for him. Obviously, he committed wire and mail fraud again. Obviously, his ass didn't learn from the first time getting arrested. But now that homie's free, he's going to be in the halfway house in Philadelphia until October 15th. Now, we did get to see, a couple of paparazzi pictures with him and his fiance now, Sharian, Shanice, however you pronounce it. They've been together, so in those photos, I guess like they doing good or whatever, enjoying his first days out. I'm sure taking him to all the food places because of his hungry ass, because in prison they don't feed people. But I want to give you guys some 411 that I was hearing on the streets, in regards to the future of them two plus Phaedra. Now, in regards to Phaedra has yet to comment. Everybody's waiting for her to say something. Eventually, she's going to have to get reacquainted with Apollo because he's the baby daddy and he got to see his kids. I'm sure he want to see his kids. I would not doubt her fighting that, though, because Phaedra's petty. If we haven't seen already, she is Queen Petty from the South. She just knows how to hide it better. But she got her new dude, Tone Capone, so he's going to have to meet Tone Capone if he's going to be around the kids. Dad's in that whole situation is very awkward. But the filming-wise, I actually heard that Bravo wasn't even trying to get Phaedra back on, the new season of Atlanta Housewives until Apollo got out of jail. Now, catch that. I mean, Bravo was really slick with that because obviously we could have brought Phaedra back last season. But in an interview, I actually saw Candy saying if, Phaedra comes back, then she's basically going to do the, "I'm done. Not on duty, not on duty." That was Candy's answer for that. I could definitely understand she don't want to give her no more time because she basically did her wrong. And Candy obviously got enough money to suffice not being on Atlanta Housewives. But once or if Phaedra gets back on Atlanta Housewives, she's going to have to get, back with everybody's good graces. But you can see now Nene's trying to chummy up to her they've been inviting each other to, you know, they parties and different events and stuff. They taking pictures. Nene's got to have somebody on her side because she pissed everybody off at the last reunion. So Nene knows what she's doing, you know, manipulating the situation, trying to get close with Phaedra. You ain't slick, Nene. We all know what you're doing. But in regards to Apollo and his fiance, I do watch Say Yes to the Dress, and homegirl was on there shopping for a wedding dress while he was in jail. Now, she said they got married, did the whole orange is the new black thing, you know, looking all like awkward prom picture, like all she was missing was an orange jumpsuit, and they just would have been a matching couple. But the fact that they're going to do a ceremony, obviously people want to be expecting, or the audience is expecting, a wedding special. Now, rumor has it nobody's really looking for it, and nobody trying to catch that. Just like, it's just, you gotta know your audience. How many people are gonna watch? I don't know. And then Bravo might have outbid, you know, other channels for those too. They might do a combination all on Atlanta Housewives plus this whole little Apollo getting out thing. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out in the next couple of months. As long as homeboy's on good behavior until October 15th, everything should ride out and be clean. But I'm sure there's gonna be some drama coming out real soon because Phaedra and him are going to have to meet and do a whole bunch of stuff. So everybody's going to have to, you know, get situated. I mean, he's got to find a job and a whole bunch of stuff because that's what they do with halfway houses. I know he got to get some money because he's paying restitution for all the people he stole money from. And Sharon, anybody know what she do? What's her occupation? Is she just one of them little Instagram, you know, thotty McDot? So everybody's going to have to get it right, get it together. But I just want to give you guys the lowdown, tell you what was happening on the streets, you know, what I heard. You know, I got the juice and I'll give you the squeeze. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you on the flip side. All right, deuces.